If you're in Atlanta and using drugs, give the cops an excuse to go to the restroom or whatever. If you're in Hollywood, just do the drugs right in front of you and act like nothing happened. Katt Williams being in the news for something as insignificant as getting blacklisted from Hollywood would undoubtedly create a stir on social media. The dispute, whether true or false, has been making the rounds on the internet. Rumor has it that he would have been more successful if he hadn't been blacklisted from Hollywood. Katt was one of Hollywood's most powerful and creative talents until something occurred to her acting career. Relax as we go over all the reasons why Katt Williams has been blacklisted in Hollywood since her debut in the mid-1990s. Tad Williams has a cult following for his brilliant blend of physical humor and truth-telling. He is unquestionably one of the most unique voices working in comedy today, despite notable performances in films such as Friday After Next. In Atlanta, there is a scary movie called The Boondocks. Williams is more known as a cult stand-up comic and for numerous run-ins with the authorities, which earned him the title. The underground comedy King Yes, 2012 is the year to stop if you have a girl. It's the fourth quarter, so whatever decision you can make it now. Katt Williams, one of the funniest comics of his time, built a reputation for himself and is now considered as one of the finest, despite the fact that nobody had heard of him at one point. Despite his status among Hollywood's greats, Williams is known for his unvarnished comedy, energy, and blockbuster stand-up specials. However, Williams hasn't had the same public push that his contemporaries have. He doesn't star in blockbuster movies like Kevin Hart, and aside from a few current celebrity dramas, you'll seldom see Williams sponsor a commercial. Williams has had multiple run-ins with the law in the years since his breakthrough, ranging from hitting a pool supply person to getting into a violent brawl with a 17-year-old. Williams' lack of filter control and numerous run-ins with the law have prompted speculation among his fan following, despite the fact that he has 19 crimes to his name and has never been convicted. Theories emerged recently that Williams wasn't as successful as he could have been in the entertainment industry because he truly was blackballed. But Williams decided to address the myth and verify it as fact or fiction in a recent interview he did with a New York radio station, Hot 97 here. He set the record straight. It was said that he had to speak up because he'd been awfully quiet about it for the longest time. In an interview with Hot 97, the comedian revealed that he, Williams, isn't obsessed with being mainstream. He's simply more interested in doing things his way, which makes my followers believe he's been blackballed. After addressing the issue, Williams stated that he believes one of the reasons his fans believe this is because he does not do commercials or sponsorships. However, Williams was quick to dispel this myth, saying, "The truth is in 20 years, I've never been in a commercial audition in my life. Like I never let my tour get sponsored when I was broke. Or now Williams said you can't buy me, not because I'm not for sale, you can't buy me, because I'm not in the store." Katt Williams, who was born in Cincinnati, Ohio, has created his career from the ground up. Williams was raised in Dayton and began performing at comedy shows while he was underage, spending years honing his skill and extending his brand. His career took off in 2002 when he joined Nick Cannon's Wild and Out comedy sketch show. His profile was further raised by appearing in 2002's Friday After Next. By 2006, he starred in his first stand-up special Katt Williams, Live Let a Play a Play. From there, this legend grew into what he is today. At the age of 12, he won several awards for his science projects, earning him a full scholarship to the National Science Academy in Dayton. Williams' creative energy called him to give his artistic pursuits wings, and he quickly moved away from his parents. For 4 years, the fact that he would be stranded and destitute with little help would not dampen his rising spirit. Williams lived in a park in Coconut Grove, Miami, and sold magazines and bookstore to door to make a livelihood. He even swiped automobiles for radios and sold them to make a living for himself. Williams was underage when he performed his first live stand-up comedy routine at an improvisation bar, where he was favorably accepted by the audience. Fascinated by the fact that the profession allowed him to tickle the audience's funny bone, he quickly became a star. He swiftly mastered his comic sense and honed his delivery timing to crack out good humor by 1999. After performing regularly in venues around Oklahoma and Oakland, Williams had made a name for himself as a notable comedian in the entertainment industry, and he had graced the stages of the improv. In little time, Williams became a regular on the BET network, appearing on series such as Comic View, Tear the Runway Black Carpet 106, and Park the BET Awards, and Bet Comic Awards, all while growing his comic career. Williams' acting career took off in 2002, when he made his television debut in the American drama NYPD Blue. During this time, he also acted in a wild and out appearance on the show for multiple seasons. Katt Williams continued to grow until he no longer needed mainstream acceptability. But eventually, the mainstream welcomed him in addition to becoming one of the most successful comedians of his time. Williams added an Emmy to his portfolio when he won the Primetime Emmy for his work in Donald Glover's Atlanta. Williams appreciated his Emmy win, but he made it clear that the award isn't solely about him. Emmy didn't mean much to me. It just meant something to me because on our side of the war, we have to agree that we're not going to win any awards. We're not going to be nobody's favorite. And we're going to miss out on a lot of the things that they're going to get over there because we're not like them, and we don't do what they do. We're not willing to do the things they're willing to do. So we won't get. Katt Williams' career has been marred by scandal, and he has had high-profile feuds with other celebrities for voicing his views. Williams criticized Tiffany Haddish on V100 and 3 Atlanta, prompting Kevin Hart to defend Haddish, resulting in a feud between the two legendary comedians. He also had feuds with the likes of Steve Harvey and Jamie Foxx, people with whom he should have collaborated because they are in the same field. I was explaining to him, you're too big for that, and you played in NFL in your professional life. You know what you should do. Terry immediately after this Williams had a 4-year hiatus from stand-up comedy, and there was no news from him during that time. Williams dabbled with other things, such as documentaries and rest. He hosted Katt Williams Presents Katt House and starred in the films Katt Williams Pimpedelic and Katt Williams 9 Lives, but we didn't see much of Katt Williams again until 2012. Williams returned to the stand-up comedy circuit in 2012, appearing in his third HBO comedy special titled Katt Apocalypse. Though he announced his retirement on December 3rd after being imprisoned, he came out of it to resume his career just 3 days later in 2013. Williams went on his growth spurt tour, and he returned to HBO with a new show titled Williams' Priceless Afterlife, directed by Spike Lee. Williams has also dabbled in singing, having recorded songs for artists such as Baby Bash the Game and Sugar Free under the moniker Money Mike. Williams unofficially joined New York rapper Cameron's group, The Diplomats, as an artist in 2006. And in 2013, he released a diss song titled Lames in the Game with Hell Rel. The biggest breakthrough of Katt Williams' life came as an actor in a stoner comedy, Friday After Next, in the 3rd installment of the Friday series, and the film was well received both critically and commercially. Except for the fact that Katt Williams was married to Quadira Lucas in 1995. When the pair welcomed their son Micah, the couple's marriage did not survive long and eventually terminated in divorce. Apart from his biological son, Micah Williams, Williams has adopted children to whom he desires to provide a nice life. In 2008, he moved with his children to South Dakota And he also has a daughter named Renica Williams. So now that he's validated these bogus claims, a lot of people are wondering what's next for Katt Williams. Well, Williams is coming back strong with his 2023 and Me Tour. That's all for today, guys. What do you think about Katt Williams's career? Do you think his comeback will be good for his career? Let us know what you think in the comments section below. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, by now ensure you do so you don't miss any new updates from us.